Good evening, guys. Welcome. This is Kevin, aka Shaozu0 here, bringing you another in-depth review this week. It is yet another oldie, but this time it's not a Venom comic. It is a comic of one of my favorite heroes ever, the Kajun Gambit. Kajun Mutant Gambit. This is X-Men Origins, number 1, volume 2, I believe, right?
I believe it's volume 2.
Yeah, because I already have the first volume. But I'll review that later on. But yeah, this is Gambit's story. This is number 1. Another oldie. I think this was made around 2008 or 9. This is when The Dark Knight was made. The Dark Knight movie.
Yeah, I think it
Not Dark Knight Rises.
No, I think so. Wait, let me think for a sec, but go on.
Oh, yeah. So, this was made by... Let's see if I can find the first names here. Oh, yeah, it's written by Mike Carey. The artists were David Yarden and Harem Robinson? Or Ham Robinson? I don't know, I can't read that letter here. Colorist Nathan Fairbrain, letterer Rob Steen, assistant editor Daniel Ketchum, and editor Nick Loy. Alright, so how it starts is back a long time ago when Gambit was like 8 years old. He noticed the love of his life, who was Belladonna Bordier, the princess of New Orleans Assassins Guild. If some of you may know, some of you may don't, there are 2 guilds in New Orleans. There was the Thieves Guild and the Assassins Guild. Gambit, of course, you know, was in the Thieves Guild, and the enemies were the Assassin Guild. But Gambit, he spots Belladonna surrounded by FBI agents or whatever. She was already in trouble, and he comes to save her.
I think The Dark Knight Rises came out in 2012, actually, this past year.
No, not The Dark Knight Rises, the one with Joker, the one with Heath Ledger.
Oh, that was 2008?
Yeah, this is probably when it was made, I think.
Oh, you said, I thought you meant...
or maybe, I don't know, maybe I could be wrong. I think I am wrong.
It's either wrong, yeah.
Maybe it's 2004, I don't know. If you guys know the year, then it'll be good to let me know, so I know. But anyway, he tries to save her, but she actually couldn't take care of herself because she was part of the Assassins Guild. And we go further into the future, and guess what? He ends up marrying that same girl. So apparently the Thieves Guild and the Assassins Guild made a truce. But unfortunately, one of the assassins disliked it, and that was Belladonna's brother, Julian Bordier. Yeah, right. It is Bordier, right? I don't really understand French names. Like last name is Bordier, and there's like an X at the end. Whatever. So he punches Gambit in the face because he thinks that a thief shouldn't marry an assassin, like it disgraced the assassin name, and their father actually like defends Gambit and saying that they made an agreement, they shouldn't break it, like let bygones be bygones. He wants Julian to apologize to him, and of course Julian doesn't want to, and he challenges Gambit into a duel to the death, and Gambit's like, alright, fine, whatever, I don't care. So his father makes an appearance. He's telling Gambit that he shouldn't try and do this. You can refuse the challenge and they'll allow it and all that. And Gambit's like, I gotta do this. I gotta do this for me and for my love, and whatnot, and for peace and all that. And he couldn't stop it, so he's like, good luck. Hope everything turns out right and whatnot. And later on, the battle begins. Gambit and Julian fight. And the fight goes on. And while the fight was going, all of a sudden, Gambit made a little accident. He unleashed his mutant powers on Julian, and Julian dies. And that sort of breaks the treatment of the Thieves and Assassins Guild, unless there was consequences to be held, and that was for Gambit to be exiled from New Orleans And Belladonna doesn't like that, and she pleads him to go with her, and he can't. And she was really upset about it, and Gambit left New Orleans, went out to find some other place. And that place was in Gopher, St. Bernard, and he meets a familiar face, and he discussed about what's happened to him and whatnot, and see if that person can help him. And that person has a familiar face. If you recognize this guy here, you recognize him, Mike?
That's not Doctor Strange?
No.
Oh,
it's Sinister. So Sinister, Gambit's asking what kind of business do you want me to do for you? And Sinister's like, that depends, what can you do? And Gambit shows his power off, that he can charge energy inside of his body and pass it on to something else, like say a playing card, and he throws it and it explodes. And he was pretty interested, so Sinister agreed to help him. But he needed help though from these people called the Murderers, which included Sabretooth in there. Plus some other people I don't know about, I forgot who they were. But Gambit, for some reason, he just declined it because he knew that these people were going to cause pain and misery to other people, like he's going to kill them, and he didn't want any part of it. But Sinister said something about some people that live underground, and Gambit's like, oh, alright, whatever. So they went to the alley under the sewers. I don't know if you guys remember these people. They're called the Morlocks. You know the Morlocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like...
It rings a bell,
right?
kind of.
Yeah, it does ring a bell. I remember watching the 90s cartoon. There was a few episodes about them. I know, I love the 90s X-Men. That's what I remember the X-Men the most. That's why I picked this up, because he had that old classic costume here. So they look for the Morlocks. Sabretooth finds one and kills one, and Gambit didn't like that very much because he didn't want to hurt anybody. So he starts a fight right here, and the Murderers attack right back, and Sabretooth pretty much impales Gambit right in the chest. And he somehow still keeps moving and follows the Murderers. And when he finds them, he sees them assassinate the Morlocks. He sees this massacre going on.
There looks like a lot of action.
Yeah, there is. No, it's fine. I want you to point things out.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying, like, the action in the book, it sounds like a really exciting comic to
Yeah, it really is. I'll review, well, after I'm done, I'll tell you my opinion on it.
That was just
so after the brutal assault, Gambit comes in to help. He finds a female Moloch telling him to take care of her child. And Gambit, of course, he takes the child and tries to take her to a safe place. And police find them, both Gambit and the child, and tell them to bring them to the hospital immediately. Well, only the child went to the hospital. Gambit went somewhere else, and he falls down. And in Carroll, Mississippi, he goes into some sort of building or whatever, some sort of mall or whatever. I don't know what that is. It's a mall, right?
It looks like it.
What other mall was cool about it? Maybe it isn't a mall. Alright, so in the end of the comic, there's these three people right here. I have no idea who they are, and I guess a fight's about to go on. So he's all ready, and I guess we go to number 2, but I don't have number 2. I don't have any other the X-Men Origins comics except this one. But I really enjoyed this comic. 4.5 out of 5 for me. I love the artwork. I love the action that's going on. Love the past that Gambit went through. And I've been wondering, like, how he became an X-Men in the first place. I haven't found that out yet, but I want to pretty soon. But yeah, I definitely recommend this book if you don't have it. If you're a Gambit fan, and I know someone who's a Gambit fan, a person that's named Gambit. Gambit, what, 19?
Oh, I can't remember the number.
But you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
Gambit, yeah.
Go subscribe to him, by the way. Also, all the other guys, the Great Legend, R. Dowdy, Spider-Man 1991, the Vernon Kid, all those other guys are in there. Also, check out comicrelated.com for your latest comic book news. Subscribe to Dark Avenger Inc. Plus, Dark Avenger Inc. and Facebook. Like us at Facebook.
Facebook.com/Dr.
Okay, there we go. I knew I was forgetting something. Comments are much appreciated, so comment down below. And give us a like if you want, favorite if you want.
I don't think we do the thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh, yeah, you always tell me to give a like.
No, like on Facebook. I said show you.
Oh, like on Facebook,
video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like us on Facebook, but comment and subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, so definitely like this book. Personally, one of my favorite Gambit comic books. I'll be reviewing more Gambit books soon. I don't know when, because I have other things in mind. Whatever I find that I need to review right away, then I will do it. Until then, that's all the comic books for me this week. Next week I will have more. I don't know how many, but get around to it. I'll have a few. And I guess I'll be signing off now. So thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other. And keep on reading.